Hi guys, welcome to another video on the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video, and so now we can talk, or actually I can talk and you can listen. Now the title of this video may seem a bit off or weird to some of you guys. How to live your decades, how to live your life. And yeah, it is a bit weird, but wait, it will all make sense in a bit. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Abiel and I'm 16 years old and I live in Romania. 2020 is the end of a decade. Now the end of a decade means that 10 years went by. Let me tell you first about my decade. So my decade was split up in 3 sections. First part of the decade was me being 6 to 10 years old. Those 4 years I kept fighting with my sister, as all small kids do, and here in Romania, when you're 6 to 10 years old, or actually when you're a kid, what you do is that you play a lot of soccer. So in the first part of my decade, 2 things that I mainly did were I played a lot of soccer and I had a lot of fights with my sister. Now here in Romania, when somebody tries to make peace between you and your sibling, they will tell you this: stop fighting with your sibling, your sister, your brother, because you never know when the day that you'll start missing them is going to be. I did not really pay attention to that, and this summer my sister got married and I could not tell you how much I miss her. Even though I see her weekly and I see her a lot, still she's not there as she used to be. So that was the first part of my decade, me being 6 to 10 years old. Then from 10 years old to 12 years old was the second part of my decade. What that was mostly was gaming. You know, that was the period when I invested all my savings into games and gaming. I bought the PS4 and FIFA. FIFA is a virtual soccer game. As I said, here in Romania we play a lot of soccer, so FIFA was the obvious option of a game that I would play. So I invested all my money and all my savings into FIFA. I would make in-game purchases, you guys know the deal. So that was the second part of my decade. And the part which I wanted to get to is the third part. So for the third part of my decade, which is me being 12 years old to now, to the present point, I'm 16 years old, I've been trying to do something more with my life. So the title of the video may seem a bit weird to some of you guys, and that's because it really is. How can a 16-year-old guy teach me about life and how to live it? I do not know the title of the video yet, but I'm sure and I know it has the word decade and how to live your decade, something like that. And now I'm sure you're thinking, what can a 16-year-old guy tell me about how to live my life? And you're right, I can't really do that, but let me tell you something that I found out in the past year and something that helped me a lot, and maybe it can help you too. And for the past 4 years, as I said earlier, the third part of my decade, I've been trying to make photographing and making videos as a job. As a 16 years old, I'm not looking for a job, but I'm just trying to secure my future job as a photographer and videographer. We all do that, and Peter McKinnon and big creators, they do videos for us and for people that want to do something creative. And you know what big creators tell you? Keep grinding, keep fighting for your dream, 24 out of 24 and all that stuff. Now I'm not fighting against those, they are good to a point. But what bigger creators don't tell you is this. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Christian. So I'm 16 years old and a Christian. And as a Christian, I believe that God created us and He placed in us the creative sense, and He created us, He made us, He placed us where we are now, so we have the option, and with work we can bring out the best in us. What I did for the past 4 years is that I totally forgot that. I really did totally forget that. And I thought of myself as a photographer and videographer, a content creator, brands, collaborations, you know, all that stuff. And that's not a bad thing, but I totally forgot that before anything else, I'm a Christian, and with everything I do, I need to serve God. And I found that perfect balance point, and I'm still trying to find it every day, between me working and grinding and leaving it all on the shoulders of my God. Now, don't think of God as somebody who, if you pray to, He will give you all the stuff you need and want and all that. No, He's not that. Think of God as a parent, only infinitely times better. So, when we obey Him and we are humble and we obey what He says and what He has for our life, then He will eventually give us the things He knows we need. What I did is I forgot that and I tried to accomplish everything I wanted in my life by myself. I did not pray, which is a very important thing when you're trying to do something with your life, and you're a Christian also. I did not pray, I did not think everything through. I just did what I wanted. I just did, and I just went with the flow. And that may seem cool to some of you guys, but as a Christian, that's something I'm not into. And so for the past 4 years, I forgot that I'm a Christian, and before anything else, I need to serve God. But I remembered that. And so, for me, as a 16 years old, I can't really teach you how to live life. But I will tell you that I found that if I want to do something with my life for the next decades, or for the following years that I'll still have, it's not about me doing that work, that hard work, that grinding. You need to do that. You can't be an overnight success. I really don't believe in that. But you need to find that perfect balance point between working and, before anything else, putting God first. If your order is anything else than that, and God is on second place, third place, fourth place, or it's not even there, you cannot expect to succeed in your life. Now, for me, it's God and then everything else under that. I need to serve God with everything I do. So now, everything I do will be started with a prayer, and for everything I do, I will pray. For every video I do and for everything I do, not only professionally but on a personal level too, I will ask this question first. Is this what God really wants me to do? And if the answer is yes, then I can follow that with hard work and grind. But if the answer is no, I don't think it deserves even to be talked about. So for me, as a 16 years old, I can't really tell you how to live life. What I can tell you is that I discovered what the key to my success over the next years and the decades will be. That's putting God before anything else, and remembering that I'm here on earth to serve Him before I do anything else. And so, for the next decades, I will take a leap of faith. What about you?
Joc. Aici au dita câinele în față, ne așteaptă. Uitați-vă acolo. Dacă iese ne-o mâncat.